Awesome. I tried to log on through my computer and for some reason my video was not working. So I'm on my phone, so I can only see a handful of faces right now, but I'm going to be scrolling through. So if you can come on video, it's always a lot of fun to see your smiling faces. If you are new to Zoom, which in 2022, most people aren't new to Zoom, but there is a chat box where you can pull that up so we can communicate throughout the Zoom. I would love for this to be fun and interactive. I'll be asking some questions. And so I would love for you to interact with me. That'd be awesome. All right, we're going to jump right in and get started. Welcome, welcome. Go ahead and type over in the chat where you are tuning in from. What state do you live in? And maybe even share who invited you to this call. And if you're brand new to ketones and learning about what ketones are, you can type new in the chat. If you have been around a while, share how long you've been drinking ketones and maybe your favorite benefit. Awesome. San Diego, love that. A year in, fantastic. Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Melissa Butler, and I am going to be your host tonight on this call. And I want to tell you really briefly just what this call really is all about. We love doing this call every Wednesday at the same time. And this is just an opportunity for you to learn a little bit more about what ketones are, about the benefits of ketones, and share even some stories. I'm going to share some stories with you of people who've had great success utilizing our product. And so that you can hear what benefits they've experienced and possibly start to experience them yourself. So very excited to have all of you guys on tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. So just a little bit about me. My name's Melissa. I live in Roanoke, Texas. I am a mom. First and foremost, I have 4 beautiful kiddos. I have 3 daughters and 1 baby boy who's 10 weeks old. So my kids range from 7 to 10 weeks. It is busy and crazy and chaotic in my house, but full of love and blessings as well. So prior to using ketones, I was actually an elementary school counselor, an elementary school teacher for 9 years. Loved my career. But about a year into drinking ketones, I was able to step away and stay home, become a stay-at-home mom, and work this business sharing ketones full time. So I was introduced to this about 4.5 years ago, actually by my mom. She saw me struggling as a mom of 2 at the time and working full time. She saw me struggling with my energy, with my sleep, really struggling with my confidence and my skin. I wasn't able to take that baby weight off after that second child, and it was just going through a hard time. And she encouraged me to give it a try. And about 3 days into drinking ketones, I remember thinking to myself, no, I'm just in a good mood. This can't be from this simple drink. And then I gave it a few more days and I was like, okay, I'm consistently feeling energized. I'm feeling better. My clothes are starting to actually even feel a little bit loose on me. And it was amazing. And I fell absolutely in love with drinking ketones. And honestly, I think maybe I've missed 1 or 2 days in 4.5 years of drinking ketones because I've absolutely just loved it. And I love sharing about it with other people. So I'm really excited to be your host tonight for this call. We're going to have a lot of fun. So like I said, please participate in the chat. And let's just rock and roll. So we're going to start out and I'm just going to give you a super brief overview of what ketones are. If you're brand new to this, I want you to have a good understanding of what this product is and how you would use it. So what we're talking about is pure therapeutic ketones. Okay, so these are ketones that are actually bioidentical to what your body can naturally produce. Okay, but they're called exogenous ketones because they're actually made outside of the body. So basically what you do is you open up this packet, you pour it into anywhere from 15 to 20, 25 ounces of water, whatever works for you. You shake it up and drink it. And within an hour, your body is in a state of ketosis. And so you might be thinking, well, I've heard of the keto diet, but what does that mean for my body to be in a state of ketosis? It means that you have elevated levels of ketones in your bloodstream. And when you have elevated levels of ketones, your brain actually recognizes those as a fuel source. And so it gives you an amazing, clean, long-lasting energy. It lifts your mood. It helps you with deeper sleep at night, gives you mental clarity. It helps control appetite and cravings. And so a lot of people experience fat loss and as well as muscle preservation and more strength. And so there's amazing benefits of your body being in ketosis. The challenging part before we had ketones was getting your body to actually produce these naturally. There's only 2 ways for your body to produce these naturally, and that's through doing a strict keto diet or through fasting for an extended period of time. When you're doing that, you're basically starving your brain of glucose or sugar, which is what it's used to running on. And when you do that, it puts your body into fat burning mode to produce ketones as a fuel for your brain. The hard part is doing that consistently. So if you have ever done the keto diet before, share that in the chat. How long did you do it? Was it challenging for you? What did you find challenging about it? I'd love to hear that as well. So what's amazing is you can now drink something that is bioidentical to what your body can naturally produce and get all of the same benefits of being in ketosis. And so that is a very brief overview of what this is. And we're going to jump right in. I want you to hear from someone who's used this product for a little while and has had some amazing results, especially in the area of fat loss and her energy. So Jessica, we're going to start with you. Do you want to come off mute?
Hello, hello. So
Glad to have you.
Huh?
I can hear you great. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. My name is Jessica. I am currently living in the state of New Mexico. I am a 43, going to be 44-year-old mama of 3 in full menopause. Yes, full menopause at 44 years old. Before I started drinking this product, I was sad, angry, moody, yelling at my family, no sleep at night, napped all day, didn't sleep at night, gained a whole bunch of weight due to menopause, and was really just a miserable mess of a person. I couldn't keep up with my farm or my house or my kids or their activities or anything. It was insane. I've been drinking this product for over 2 years. I have lost 70 pounds of fat loss. I have gone from a size 14 to a size 2 in 6 months and kept it off for a year and a half. You can keep it off. It's amazing. I have energy all day long now, and I can keep up with 3 kids, 17, 16, and 11. And it has completely changed my mood, my relationship with my family and those around me, and I see life in like a whole new light. It's amazing.
I love that. Amazing. Y'all give her some props in the chat. That is absolutely 70 pounds and kept it off, plus all of those kiddos and all that she has on her plate. That is amazing. Jessica, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate you. That is so, so awesome.
You're welcome. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you. So one of the things I love about Jessica is her energy and her excitement. And that is something that is so special about our community, is that once you start to drink this product and you fall in love with it, you're going to want everyone to feel the way that you feel. One of the number one questions that we get asked all the time with drinking ketones is, do I have to do a keto diet in order for ketones to be effective? So I want to talk to you a little bit about how you can get the most out of drinking your ketones, but also different approaches to it as well. So as far as do you have to do a keto diet, the answer is no. You do not have to do a keto diet. The drink itself is going to elevate your ketone levels 100% of the time, no matter what. And there's actually research out there that shows that when your brain has glucose or ketones to choose from, it's actually going to choose the ketones first and utilize that as a fuel source first. So you're going to feel all those amazing benefits she talked about her mood lift, her energy, all of those wonderful, wonderful things. So I have one more guest on here that's going to share her story of what the product has done for her. And she is actually someone who's done keto in the past and then has had to make some kind of shifts in her diet, shifts in her life, and how she's utilizing ketones now to support her health journey. So Kaycee, come on.
Hello, my name is Kaycee Bennett. So about 4 years ago, I was doing the keto diet and it worked super well for me for fat loss. I would lose a bunch of weight really, really quickly, but it was just not sustainable for me at all. And so I would go on, do keto for a bit before like a vacation or something. And then as soon as I got off of it, I would gain it right back. Anyway, I did that for a while, and then not long after that, I became a mom, and my son has pretty significant medical issues, and so we had to really shift what food looked like in our house. And as part of that, we have lots of food restrictions, but as part of that, became vegan along the way. And I felt really fantastic eating vegan, and I didn't want to give that up, but I gained lots of weight with that diet switch, and of course did not love that aspect of it. So this past March, just a couple of months ago, I decided to try ketones, even though I cannot eat low carb right now with our situation at home. And it's been amazing. I've lost so much fat. So that's only been just over 2 months that I've been drinking them, and I've lost over 2 inches off my waist. And the scale has not changed significantly, but I look very different and feel very different. My gym routine has not changed, but my muscle growth is significant. I've never looked like toned at all, and now I can see muscle when I look in the mirror, which is so exciting. I'm a very busy full-time education consultant, and then mom of a very wild, almost 3-year-old. And so the increased energy has been a game changer. My patience with him after a full day of work, crazy 3-year-old, I would snap, just like Jessica was just saying. I was yelling constantly. And now I still yell, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's so much better, much more patient with him, and just a better mood overall, which I have noticed throughout both work and personally. Everything is just better. I am totally hooked on ketones, never going back. And so thankful that I decided to try it, even though I eat a lot of carbs, and it's working for me. So it's been super exciting.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kaycee, for sharing your story. I appreciate it. You did such a great job. So what I love about Kaycee's story is what she's talking about with body composition. I think that's something so important to remember, is that ketones themselves were not actually designed to be just a fat loss supplement. A lot of people experience fat loss, which is amazing, but it wasn't designed for that purpose. Like, actually, when ketones were first designed, exogenous ketones, years and years ago, they were actually started by the Department of Defense for Navy SEAL divers. And the whole purpose of that was to help Navy SEAL divers to not have seizures when they were going on deep sea dives. And the way that they do that is because ketones actually allow your brain and body to have about 30% more oxygen. They don't take as much oxygen to process, so your brain has more oxygen. So that was amazing for Navy SEAL divers. And they found the energy benefits, the mood benefits, all the health benefits incredible. So they wanted to figure out, how do we take this from the Navy SEAL divers and get it to where anybody can drink this product and anybody can benefit from it. And so that is what Prove It has done over the last almost seven and a half years, I believe, is brought this to the market so that just normal people, normal moms, normal teachers, normal nurses, normal dads can just drink this product and feel amazing on it. So it is an incredible fuel source for your brain. And one of the amazing byproducts of that is fat loss, because it's going to give you the energy to move your body more. It's going to give you the appetite control to maybe make healthier choices. It's going to lift your mood. So you're going to be in a better mood throughout the day and be able to tackle the things you want to tackle. And it's just overall going to help you feel better and operate better, which is amazing. So I love that she shared body composition. It's really common when people start using ketones that they might not see the scale move right away, but they start to feel their clothes fitting differently. They start to lose inches around their waist. And eventually the scale does move, but it's amazing how the body composition can change as your body burns fat, but holds on to muscle, which is incredible. So thank you so much, Kaycee, for sharing. I absolutely love that. So how do you get the most out of drinking ketones? If you are on here and maybe you have tried a 5-day trial of ketones, or you're in the middle of a 10-day challenge and you're just wanting to know kind of, how do I get the most out of this? How do I make sure that I'm maximizing this? I want to go over a couple things with you really quick. So one of the number one things we talk about with drinking ketones is how important it is to be consistent. Okay. You want to make sure you're drinking your ketones at least 1 or 2 times a day and not skipping days. It's really important for your body to adjust to using ketones consistently, so that it gets used to using that as a fuel source. The next thing that's really important is hydration. It is so very important for you to drink plenty of water when you're in a state of ketosis, whether that's with the keto diet or it's with exogenous ketones. It's really important, and it's really easy for your body to get dehydrated as it's letting go of fluid, as it's letting go of inflammation in your body. You can get dehydrated really easily. So aiming for about half your body weight in ounces of water up to about 100 ounces a day is a really good goal. When you're drinking that much water, it is so important to keep your electrolytes in balance. And your electrolytes are like the electricity within your body, making sure all the operations are running efficiently in your body. So it's really important to have correct levels of potassium, magnesium, all of your electrolytes. So one of the ways you can do that is by adding in a product that we actually have called Mitoplex. These are your upgraded electrolytes. If you use Mitoplex, drop Mito in the chat. I know this is probably one of my favorite products that we have is our Mitoplex electrolytes. These are upgraded. So not only do they replace the electrolytes you lose, but they also have something in it called Mito P2Q, which helps your body to produce more mitochondria, which is again, an energy source for you, which is amazing. So it comes in a variety of flavors in a box and it is absolutely delicious. You can add it right in with your ketones or drink it separately throughout the day to help you to stay hydrated. So I absolutely love that. So that's key as well, is drinking plenty of water and adding in Mitoplex. If you experience any type of side effect when drinking your ketones, like if you get a little bit of a headache or you feel a little bit of fatigue and you're like, wait, I'm supposed to have all this energy, I don't understand. It's typically due to dehydration or electrolyte imbalance. So always try that first before you stop drinking your ketones. Remember that drinking your ketones consistently is so, so very important. So when it comes to using ketones, there's kind of a good, better, and a best way to go about it. So a good way to go about drinking ketones is to simply add them into what you're already doing. Drinking them 1 to 2 times a day with consistency, with your hydration, and see what changes it makes in your body. See how your appetite feels, see how your energy feels, and see what shifts it helps you to make. I know for me, when I got started, I started noticing that energy those first couple days, but it was really about 2 weeks in of drinking them that I noticed some major shifts in my appetite. And that's what led me to start making healthier choices. It's what led me to more of a low carb and kind of clean keto lifestyle later on, was because I felt those shifts from drinking the ketones first. So that's kind of a good approach. Just the better approach would be to not only drink your ketones consistently and stay hydrated, but to aim for lower carb, whole food, clean choices, right? So if you can omit some of those major sugary carbs in your diet, that's going to help you to feel the benefits of the ketones even faster. But keep in mind Kaycee's story. Kaycee has those limits to her diet and has been able to add this in and still get great results. So don't be discouraged by that, but that is a great approach as well. And then also adding in movement. Movement is so important. You're going to have more energy. So getting out and moving your body, breaking a sweat, doing some walking, doing some strength training, whatever is a good fit for you. Moving your body is also going to help your body to burn off stored glycogen so that you can use those ketones really, really well. And then the best approach would be all of that, plus adding in some fasting, doing some intermittent fasting, or even trying a 24-hour fast or a 60-hour fast, which we have kits for both of those. We have something called a keto reboot system that helps you do a complete metabolic reset. So if that is something you're interested in, reach out to the person who invited you to this call and say, I think I'd really like to add in that element of fasting. And can you give me kind of what some better options would be for that? So those are kind of the best, good, better, and best approaches, which is amazing. We also have a couple support products really fast I want to go through and share with you. And then I'm going to tell you kind of the best ways to get started with ketones. So a couple other things I wanted to show you. We do have our Keto Nat in both charged with caffeine and caffeine free. So you have both options. If you order a 10-day challenge kit, you're actually going to get half and half, which is really nice. You can drink the charged first thing in the morning and the caffeine free in the afternoon or evening as your second drink of the day. We also have something called Keto Pro. This is our ketone infused protein. So this has protein in it, which is going to help you with satiety. It's going to help with appetite control. And it's also amazing for muscle and recovery after working out. We have a brand new flavor of this that dropped today. If you're on here and you grab the new Vanilla Dream, drop vanilla in the chat. I'm so excited. I've heard it tastes like vanilla soft serve ice cream. Who doesn't love that? Soft serve that burns fat. Thank you. Thank you, Prove It. All right. The next one I want to share is our keto cream. This is a support product that you can put into your coffee. It does not have ketones in it, but it has a lot of great ingredients that are going to just support your body being in ketosis. So it has healthy MCTs, which are healthy fats for your brain. It has collagen in it, which helps your hair, your skin, your nails. And it has something in it called CMed 100, which is amazing for DNA repair. So think like aging backwards. Again, yes, please. Thank you. So keto cream in your coffee, it's absolutely delicious. It's a great support product. I told you about Mitoplex. The other two, real quick, I want to tell you about our free cell salt-free technology. This is our keto kick. It's an on-the-go quick little shot of ketones that you can drink and it is salt-free. So the absorption of this is really, really fast, and you get amazing energy and focus right off the bat. It also has some amazing ingredients in it that are great for your brain, that are neuroprotective, that help keep your mood very stable, that help keep your stress down. It's just awesome. If you love the kick, type kick in the chat as well. And then the last one I'm going to share with you tonight is the Keto Up. This is our on-the-go canned carbonated ketones. I know there's a lot of huge fans of Keto Up, and I love this new flavor, Tangerine Sun. Again, this is the free cell technology. It's great for that on the go, and it's going to give you that boost of energy, but it's so much more than an energy drink. Both of these do have the pure therapeutic ketones that put your body in ketosis. So absolutely amazing. There's a whole variety of products, but where do you start? What's the best place to begin? We have some amazing challenge kit bundles, and that's where I encourage a lot of people to start. Our 10-day challenge kit comes with 20 packets of ketones in 5 different flavors, and half of them are charged and half of them are caffeine free. So it's a really great way to get a variety and kind of dip your toes in and see what you think. And you can start out with drinking it twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, or you can stretch that out over 20 days. It's completely up to you. But our challenge kit bundles come with a challenge kit plus the electrolytes. And remember, these are going to help you get the most out of your ketones by staying hydrated. So we have a good, better, and a best bundle. And it's just a matter of how many challenge kits it has. The best bundle also includes one of our fasting kits and some of our Keto Pro as well. So if you're sitting here thinking, oh, this sounds good, I think I want to get started, then reach out to the person who invited you. Ask them to share with you a little bit about those different bundle options, because that's a great way to get the most for your money. Another thing you can do is you can, right out of the gate, set up a smart ship. And if you spend over $150 on your first order, you actually get 22% off. So it's a great way to bundle and save and kind of choose what you want. So what is Smart Ship? Smart Ship is Prove's auto ship program, and it's absolutely amazing. It's 22% off every single month of your order, but you also get free product. Every 3 months, you get a free mystery gift, completely for free, a full box of ketones. And as well as that, you are eligible for our customer free product program when you're on Smart Ship. And one of the things that's really neat about that is that you can get free product every single month, regardless of whether or not you are a promoter or you sell the product. You can do that just as a customer. And so basically, if you're on Smart Ship and you refer 2 friends who also order and do Smart Ship, then you get the average of their orders and Prove It bucks. And that applies to your Smart Ship every month, essentially making it free. So you might be sitting here thinking, man, my mom really needs this. Or you might be like my mom and be thinking, man, my daughter really needs this. Or my colleague or my sister or my cousin or my best friend. And so you can refer 2 people and start getting your product free every month without ever having to sell it, which is just amazing. And another thing I love about Smart Ship is it's super flexible. You're in control. You can change flavors month to month. It's just really flexible and a really great way to save on your ketones. So I would encourage you, if you're giving this a listen and you're thinking, man, free tones. I know free tones are the best. If you're sitting here thinking, I really want to give this a try, reach out to the person who invited you to the call and just simply say, I'm interested in learning more about those challenge bundles, or I'd like to just kind of check out the website, shop around and possibly save and set up my Smart Ship. Or you can even reach out and ask them if they have trial packs. A lot of our promoters offer trial packs where you can try a few different flavors and just kind of dip your toes in and see if it's right for you. So that is my call to action to you, is to reach out to the person who invited you. And we're going to do kind of a slight shift. And I want to speak to the people on this call who are sitting here going, this sounds amazing. And I definitely have more than 2 people that I could share this with. If you're like Kaycee and you're sitting there going, I feel amazing and I want to shout this from the rooftops and I want everyone to feel as good as I feel, and you already have people in mind, then you might want to consider being a promoter. And I want to tell you very briefly what that looks like and what that entails. And then I have someone who's going to share her story as well. So as a promoter with Prove It, what's really neat is it's really no different than being a customer and sharing your love for ketones. That's really all it is. It's you utilizing the product, loving it, and then sharing your story with others and inviting them along the journey to get healthy with you. Okay, that's really as simple as it is. It's not more complicated than that. So the way it works as a promoter is if you decide to become a promoter and you share ketones with more than 2 people, not only are you going to get your product free, but on any of those orders beyond those 2, you're actually going to start earning some income from. which is amazing. And who these days in 2022 doesn't want a side gig, bringing in some extra income? I will tell you though, that for me, when I first got started, I had zero interest in doing it as a business. I said, I am too busy. I am too busy as a mom. I am too busy working full time as a school counselor. I don't have time to add anything else to my plate. But once I started drinking it, once I started realizing how simple it was to share, walking down the hallway in my school, drinking my ketones, like practically skipping down the hallway, and people saying, what is that stuff you're drinking? And why are you feeling so good? And I started sharing it with people. I realized really quickly how simple it was and how much fun it was. How much fun it was to share it with other people and help them to feel amazing too. So I did that kind of slowly. And the first time that I made $100, I thought, what? We could go on an extra date night this month. I'm so excited. So I love to think back to that and think, man, how many people would love an extra $100 or $200 in their budget every month, right? To either help with groceries or gas prices these days, or maybe an extra date night like I did. It's just an amazing opportunity and a lot of fun. So whether you want to do it on a small scale or you truly want to build a business and possibly create a part or even a full-time income, that's possible here as well. So I want to introduce you to my sweet friend, Ashley. I have known her for over 4 years now, and she actually was drawn to Prove It and to ketones actually for the business opportunity, which is really incredible. So she's going to come off mute with her husband, Johnny, I believe, and share real briefly kind of about their story as far as the business opportunity and what it looks like for them.
Hi, you guys. So my name's Ashley Riddle, and this is my husband, Johnny.
Hello.
And I have been sharing and drinking ketones for 5 years now. And he has been sharing and drinking ketones for about 4. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Our story is kind of interesting. We actually dated in high school briefly and then met again and got married because of this opportunity in ketones. So Johnny's lost 110 pounds drinking ketones. I've lost 45. It's turned into this amazing, just spiraled into an opportunity that I never could have imagined. When I first found ketones, I always say I shouldn't say I found it. I did not find ketones. Ketones found me. I was scrolling through Facebook and I was seeing all of these people that I was acquaintances with. And they're like, I feel amazing. I just got off work and, I playing with my kids and, I started this side job and like, I've earned a car and just all these things. And I'm helping so many people and they all just feel amazing. And here I am sitting at my job that I cannot stand. I am actually not even taking lunch. I'm taking my lunch to take a nap in my car because I'm so freaking tired all the time, just absolutely miserable. And I thought, if you want, I'm being honest, I thought these people are totally full of it. I'm just going to try it. I'll get a trial. I'll spend the money on the trial. What's the worst that can happen? I might actually feel amazing or be able to stay awake during work. I'm not sure. So I tried it. Day 1, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. I immediately felt the benefits and just felt great. And then my next goal was to just get my ketones for free because between me and you, I was totally broke. So I was driving a car that was 13 years old. It had over 100,000 miles on it. I was hoping that it would get me to work every day because I really needed that job that I couldn't stand. I hated that I did not have the time freedom with my children. I had to ask all the time, can I go to this at their school? Can I be off early for that? So I just found myself sharing ketones naturally with people because it's hard to not share something that you love. It's kind of like a Netflix movie. If you love a Netflix movie, you're like, hey, Lori Hart, have you seen XYZ on Netflix? Well, I was walking around like that. I'm like, hey, I'm no longer sleeping at lunch. And people are like, what? What are you doing? Or, oh, you're so happy. Oh my gosh. And I just found myself sharing and helping so many people that it turned into a business for me. And within 4 months, I was able to qualify for the Prove It car. If you don't know what that is, the person that invited you here can fill you in on that. That's something that I never thought was possible. 3 years in, I was able to leave that job that I absolutely hated. I just got the chills talking about it. It was the best freaking day of my life because I no longer had to ask anyone if I could be off for my kids' basketball game or school conference or be made to feel guilty if one of them were sick. And then a year after I left that job I hated, Johnny, what'd you get to do?
I got to leave my job after working there for 17 long years.
Yes. Did you ever think that was going to be possible?
No.
Yeah. He hated his job even more than I hated my job. And maybe you're on here and you don't hate your job and that's a-okay. Maybe you just want, like Melissa Butler. I remember talking to her and she was like, Ashley, I just want a couple extra $100 for my date night. You know, that woman loved her job. So I know, you know, I kind of went over the time, but make sure that you get with the person that invited you here, ask them questions, find out a little bit more about the opportunity. It's definitely worth it. Worst thing that'll happen is, you know, it's not for you. And, or you could end up like me and love it. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Love it. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. Type a 1 in the chat if that was amazing, her story. I just absolutely adore her. And it's been so fun to get to know Ashley and work with her through Prove It. It's been incredible. So like she said, if sharing ketones and helping people live healthier is something you would just love to do for fun because you would find joy in it, or because you'd love to be a part of a community that is so connected and supportive of one another, we would love to have you for that reason. If you're thinking, gosh, I would love to make a little side income, that would really help my family out. We want to get out of debt or we want to go on a vacation. That's possible here as well. Or if you want to create a part-time or even a full-time income doing this, that's possible as well. And we have leadership within our team that can support you and guide you no matter what your goals are. So if you are sitting here watching this and that kind of piqued your curiosity, make sure you tell the person who invited you to this call. That's so important. But I'm going to tell you really briefly, how do you become a promoter? What does that look like? How much does it cost? We're going to talk really quick about that. So we have something amazing happening right now called the $1 Keto Club, where you can actually join as a promoter in our business for $1 with one of our 4 packs of product. Now, you don't have to buy a pack of product. However, these 4 packs are a great option for getting in and getting started. And I'll start with the top one. That's our max pack. It's going to come with 10 boxes of ketones. And you might be thinking, wow, why do I need 10 boxes of ketones? Well, one, you're going to love them and be drinking them yourself. But also, there are some people that are, when they get started with ketones, they might just want to sample it first. And you get to, as your own business owner, offer trial packs to them. And you get to decide what to price those at. The people who sign you up and are on your team will encourage you, give you guidance as far as how that works. But it gives you an opportunity. And I want to share with you, for example, I started with a 5-day trial pack. And had I had to order a big box from the website the very first time, I might not have ever done it. And 4.5 years later, I'm sitting here as a stay-at-home homeschool mom. I was able to step away from my job as well and do this full time. And my husband a year ago stepped away from his job and is doing this full time. And I fell in love with it with, like I said, zero interest from the beginning. But I started with a 5-day trial pack. And so having that option available to people to dip their toes in to give it a try is so very important. So you can start with that max pack. There's some amazing benefits that come along with buying that pack, like a rank 5 pay pass, where you get a deeper level of commissions within your business for the whole first year in your business, which is awesome. So if you're like, I'm ready to run, I'm ready to do this big and launch my business fast, then the max pack is a great way to go. And with the $1 Keto Club, you actually get it 30% off, and then you sell your trials full price and you start making profit right out of the gate. So if that's something you want to do, make sure you reach out to the person who invited you and talk to them about that. We also have a mini pack that you can get 22% off, which is 5 boxes of ketones. Again, you get that $1 Keto Club price. And then we also have the Better Bundle and the Best Bundle. So those are those challenge kit bundles that I was talking about. The Better Bundle has 2 10-day challenge kits and a box of Mitoplex. The Best Bundle has that, plus a box of Keto Pro and a 24-hour fast. So that kind of gives you more so just product for yourself to use, to drink, to market, to take pictures, that kind of thing. But it's not really going to give you enough product to really sell trials. So it's entirely up to you. But with all those options, you can join for just a single $1. Now, outside of that, if you already maybe are stocked up on ketones, but you're sitting here thinking, well, maybe you're getting your product free and you would like to potentially launch your business, you can also just come in with the base $49 promoter fee. And you can get set up as a promoter right out of the gate with just that $49 once a year. And so that gives you your websites, your back office, all of that, which is awesome. So there's all kinds of options for you to choose from. You can figure out what's going to work best for you and what your goals are. And like I said, reach out to the person who invited you and they can give you a little bit more. But I do want to leave you with, we have the most amazing, amazing community. And I hope you can feel our heart and feel the energy just through this Zoom, how much fun we have sharing a product that changes lives and helps people feel better. So I hope you guys have found this valuable tonight. Reach out to the person who invited you to this call if you're brand new and let them know how you'd like to get started on your journey with ketones. If maybe you'd like to work towards getting your product free or even join this opportunity with the business, we would love to have you on the team. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic night and take care. Thanks for being on.